what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Happy Halloween. I'm super excited to bring you guys this makeup tutorial. It's more like a get ready with me instead of a Halloween makeup tutorial because it is the last day of October. I didn't get to film any looks like I wanted to. I just didn't have time. I've just been really busy, a lot going on, so I figured I would film myself doing get ready with me, but I ran out of time because I take forever to get ready, so it was time to go to my friend's house. I had to finish getting ready up there because we were going to the club together. So this is just like a recreation. I liked it a lot the first time I did it. Like, I'm just really tired today. I've been doing homework. It's super dark out because it's really late, but I really wanted to get this video up for you guys. I haven't had a video up in like a week, and I just really loved how this came out, and I decided I would film it anyway. So this is inspired by the Queen MUA, Jasmine Han. I absolutely love her. This is what hers looks like. I think I did a pretty good recreation of it, I would say. But I'm gonna stop rambling. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am feeling like I'm still gonna do like makeup looks because I got this new palette. I specifically ordered this makeup palette from spirits.com. I think it was about like $30, maybe $20. I'll link it down below. I'm pretty sure you can still get it. It wasn't available in stores, so I had to order it online. But I still want to get use out of this because I don't know how long it lasts. It doesn't tell you the shelf life of it, but I want to get use out of it, so I might still do looks year round. I had this really good idea. I've had this idea for the past 2 years of doing face makeup and ideas, so I'm gonna have to do it next year and make sure I do it. But maybe I'll do like a winter makeup look, like an ice princess or something like that. I don't know. I feel like they're fun to watch, fun to play around in, and if I'm gonna practice, I might as well film it and upload it because I think it's just cool. But yeah, this is the palette I used today to create most of this. But I will stop rambling. This video is kind of long because I wanted to do a talk through video just because it's been over a week and I just really wanted to talk to you guys. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I achieved this really simple yet cute cheetah look, then please keep watching. Okay guys, so I already did my brows off camera. I'll have my brow tutorial linked down below for you guys. And I just exfoliated my lips because they are super dry. It's freezing out, my skin is dry, and my lips are dry AF. So I had to do extra steps to make sure I'm looking nice and moisturized. So now I'm just going to go in with my Pure Lisse Daily Lip Nourisher with mango and shea butter. I love this so much. And it's like an oil, and I just love it. I'm just going to prime my face. I'm first going to go in with this e.l.f. Prep and Hydrate Balm. I tried this out for the first time like 2 weeks ago in my Get Ready With Me first impressions, but I ended up breaking out really bad from some of the face products I tried. So I did end up finding the culprit, and it was a foundation. So I haven't used this since then, but I went back in with the foundation because I just assumed that it was this because this was like the first thing to touch my skin. But like it could have been anything, so I figured out it was the new foundation that I tried. So it sucks I can't use it, so now I'm gonna give this another shot and hopefully it works out because it really did hydrate my skin really nicely. And then now, surprise surprise, I'm going in with my e.l.f. hydrating primer. Absolutely love this primer. Hydration is definitely what I need because I'm going to be using thick, not really thick, but I'm going to be using face paint. And we're going to have to set it with powder to make sure it lasts all night. So, you know, we just want to make sure that we are nice and hydrated. And let me know if this happens to you guys. I always like forget to bring primer right here in the middle of my brows and stuff. So I'm just curious if you guys do that too. I'm just going to go in with my NYX eye primer, well, eye base in Skin Tone, blend that out, and then just set it with a translucent powder. Okay, so for shadows today, I'm going to be using my Coastal Scents eyeshadows. The first shade I'm going to go in with is a transition shade. I'm taking Oktoberfest, which is my favorite of all time. And I just want this to be really blown out and high up in my crease. So I'm just going to go in with this BH Cosmetics brush. I believe it's just a blending brush. And just start building that up. You also want to make sure that you drag it out like this, because we're going to do a nice, sharp, dramatic cut crease. So you want to make sure it's drawn out. And if you forget, it's okay because this is just our transition shade, and we're going to go in with 2 more eyeshadows after. So now with the same BH Cosmetics brush, I'm going to go in with Harvest Brown and start building that up into my crease as well. Make sure you are dragging it out. And it's going to look really harsh right now, but that's fine. Because once we clean it up and we go in with our concealer and we do our wing, it's going to look really put together. And also that brown was too much of a cool tone, so I ended up having to go in with Barista just to warm it up some. So now I'm going to go in with this BH Cosmetics 101 fluffy brush and just blow it out. I kind of lost some of that Oktoberfest, and I did really want that shown in my crease because I just love having orange in my crease. So this step is not necessary, but for me it is because I love orange. So I just picked up some of that Oktoberfest, and I'm just putting it high up in my crease. And also, I know it might look a little harsh right here, but this part of my eye just does not blend well. I don't know why, but no matter what I do, no matter what primer I use, how well I blend out the primer completely, it's just still really hard for me to get it blended there. I don't know why. It's just like a more drier part of my eye. So now we're going to take the NYX First Base Eye Primer and go ahead and cut the crease. So part of me cutting my crease got cut out because I have to get so close to the mirror, but it's just simple to just cut it. So that's why I didn't show it on camera. So now I'm taking my Catrice Cosmetics Liquid Gold Medal in the shade We Are the Champagnes. I tried this in my first impressions. Absolutely love it. So pigmented. I forgot to add the dark shade, so we're going to go in and add that after. I can't believe I forgot. But I'm just going to take this ColourPop flat shader brush, flat eyeshadow brush, whatever, and begin to pack that gold shadow on my lid. I'm just going to take this angled brush from BH Cosmetics and dip into Deep Roast right here and just add that slightly into the crease and blend it out. Only a little bit because I forgot to add it first, which happens. So you don't have a lot of space. Well, I don't because I have hooded eyes, so I don't want to add too much because it's already going to be hard to blend as it is. And if I added too much, it'd just make a mess. So I'm going in with this ABH brush that comes in any palette that you get, and I'm just going to start blending it out. Now I'm just going to hop off camera and add my wing and lashes, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I know I'm looking a little crazy underneath. I just have concealer. I'll explain more when we get more into the video. I'm just going to take one pump of my LA Girl Pro Coverage Foundation. The coverage on this is absolutely amazing. I'm just going to be applying it with this complexion brush from Moda Cosmetics. I'm just going to dab it on and then proceed to blend it out. I got this from Walmart. It's not sold in the stores, but it's online for 2-day shipping. So I was like, oh, why not? And I tested it out, and I just fell so in love with it. And lately, I have been loving applying my foundations with a brush instead of my beauty blender. I still use my beauty blender, like after I apply my foundation, I'll go in and pick up any excess, or I still blend out my concealer with it. And Layla's here, so if you can hear her tablet, I'm sorry. I usually do voiceovers, so you can't really hear anything, but so it is a little loud. I'm sorry about that. I'm just gonna drag some down to my neck. Okay guys, so the Kindle was too loud, so I decided to switch to a voiceover for this part. I'm just using my LA Girl concealers in the shade Warm Tan to highlight. I'm just going under my eyes, bridge of my nose, center of my forehead, Cupid's bow, center of my chin, around my mouth, and underneath my contour, so it looks really sharp and defined. And then I'm taking deep cocoa or either rich cocoa, one of the cocos, and I'm just going to be contouring my cheekbones, my giant forehead, the side of my nose, and on the side of my Cupid's bow, just to make my upper lip look more plump because my bottom lip is a little bigger. And then I'm just going to add a little plumpness to the bottom lip by adding the contour underneath. I'm blending out the contour with a stipple brush. I like to let my concealer sit there longer so it looks more highlighted and a little matte. I look so bright when we switched over because instead of color correcting, I've just been using two concealers. I use the Maybelline Better Than Skin Concealer because it just looks too light on me. It just does not look cute right now until I get really pale again in the winter. So I use that to hide my dark circles because it camouflages them really good. And then I go in with my LA Girl concealer just for more coverage. And then I'm just baking with the RCMA No Color Powder. I will have a review coming soon for you guys. And then just to set my contour, I'm going in with the last shade from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit with an angled brush and just contouring my face a little more, adding a little more depth. And I like to go in with a super dark concealer to contour because it gives me more of a bronzy look. Then I'm just going to dust off all that excess powder. I'm back doing my talk through because Layla is now in another room watching her Kindle. So I'm taking Wet n Wild Crown of My Canopy highlight on the Wet n Wild fan brush, and I'm just going to apply that. So for the face paint today, I'm using the Wolf Face Art and Effects Essentials. These are just the basic colors. Sorry, the front is very dirty, but these are just the basic colors. And then the brushes I'm going to be using, I got in a pack from Walmart. This is what they look like. They're just like artist brushes or whatever, or nail tech brushes. I got a bunch of them. So I'm just going to be using that. So you only need a little bit of water for these to work. So I'm just dipping my brush into some water. Then the black face paint, and I'm just going to just draw like a line from the inner tear duct out, and I like to just put it right underneath where I put my black eyeliner to make it more intense.
It doesn't have to be perfect, you just want it kind of thick. Coming in.
Alright guys, so I know these lines are not looking the very best. I was just getting super frustrated, so I'm just going to move on. I'm just going on to a thicker brush. This is again from Walmart. It's called Daler Rowney. It's an angle brush, 1/8, so it's super small, so I thought it'd be perfect to use. I just dipped the brush into some water, dipping in the paint, and I'm just going to start my nose.
I'm just going to start from where like the sides of my nose start for like my nostril area. I'm just going to fill all that in with black paint.
I'm just going to draw a line from the bottom of my nose down to my cupid's bow. Now I'm just switching to a smaller brush, and I'm just going to draw little dots, so it's like I have little like freckles or whatever they are on leopards. Now with the same brush, I'm going to line and fill in my lips with the black paint. Alright guys, so now we're going to go ahead and do a few spots only on half of our face. So I'm going to go ahead and grab Deep Roast again and just start putting it on my face. Just like little spots like that, wherever you want it. As many as you like. So now that I have all the dots that I want, I'm going to go in with that black paint and kind of just not outline the whole thing, just half and half. So like half of this circle, half of that circle, and then we're going to fill it in with some gold glitter. If you do happen to mess up like I did, like this looks a little weird, just go back in with the eyeshadow and just kind of put it directly in the middle. So then, yeah, there you go. Now I'm grabbing lash glue. It doesn't matter what kind. For today I'm using the Eyelure. Instead of having to squeeze it, I'd rather use like a wand. And I'm just going to apply it to about 5 circles while it's drying. Apply my glitter and then go ahead, because you want to apply it while the glue is tacky. You don't want it to get too dry. Now you're just going to want to grab any synthetic brush and wet it with a setting spray, primer spray, any makeup spray really, and then just dip it into your glitter. I'm using the NYX Gold Glitter and applying it. And it just helps it stick so much better to the brush and it makes it easier to clean. And as you can see, I have some glue here. It dries clear, so it'll be fine by the end of the night. Now before we finish off the lips, it's important to set all the black. At the time when I was getting ready, I didn't have a black eyeshadow, so I just set it with a dark brown, which did the same thing, in fact, because it was so dark. As long as you're setting it either with black, brown, or translucent powder, you will be fine. Same thing with the lips. So any brush of your choice, just dip it in some eyeshadow and just set it. It's gonna matte it down. And this makeup lasted all night. Now I only did the top lip black, but I still wanted a little something on the bottom, so I took my Maybelline Elixir in the shade Nude Illusion, which I think these are discontinued unless they're only sold at Bed Bath & Beyond. That's where I got mine, but I went into Walmart and I didn't see it. So that's gonna wrap up this look, my first ever Halloween makeup tutorial. I really liked it. It was so easy. I can't wait until next year to actually do more, and I'm just obsessed with this. If you guys recreate it for some reason, even though it's the last day of Halloween, please tag me, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye. To make it more intense. Oh, that was disgusting. So I'm just gonna, and this is in the shade Warm Caramel. This is so full coverage, but for my face, I'm going to take one pump of my LA Girl Pro, and then the brushes I'm going to be using, I got from, try this again.